The wind is blowing like crazy, so I hope you can hear me, and it is hot, hot, hot today. Before I show you what I am bringing to you today, I want to talk to you guys for just a quick minute. I was out at a local nursery, and I don't know about your state, but where I live in Texas, there are many cities that have smaller family-owned or just smaller nurseries, and they could be named by a person's last name. They could be something off the wall like Sunshine Nursery, little nurseries. If you have little nurseries, not the big box stores, but little nurseries in your area, I implore you to go out and take a look at those nurseries. See what they have to offer. Talk to the staff. I was at a nursery today because I happened to see a commercial being run on TV, and I thought, oh, I haven't been to that part of town in a very long time. It's been a couple of years. So I went to a part of town that I usually don't go to, went to this nursery and picked up 2 plants that I lost in 2 winters ago. And as I was looking around, I didn't see what brought me to the nursery in the first place, so I went ahead and left. As I was leaving, they had a huge contained area in their tree nursery area that had a ton of reclaimed containers. And I'm talking about pots of every size. So I said, free containers. Let's see if those are actually free or if they're going to charge for those. So I went inside, looked for an employee, and asked the young man who worked in the tree area, are those containers by the front door garbage? Are they free for the public? Are you charging for them? Do you have to pay something? He says, no ma'am, those are free. I'm loading them up because I have to take them to the dumpster. If you want them, take them, because the more you take, the less I have to manage. I was like, hey, bet. So I pulled my car around and I got a bunch of free containers. Now you're probably saying, why did you get free containers? I give things away. Gardeners always seem to have excess plants. If you overseed, you have excess plants. I gift things. If a plant that I'm growing reproduces, like my amaryllis over there, and I have too many little bitty baby amaryllis bulbs, I gift them. What am I going to gift them in if not a pot? So I collect little bitty pots here and there, and I give those away, those plant starts, those brand new babies, in a little container. So let me show you all what I picked up today. Disregard the compost I have on the ground. I have been harvesting today, but this is what I picked up today. And there are a lot of different pots in here of varying sizes. Now, I'm not going to gift all of these away. I am going to use these larger ones here as new planting containers. When I decide to expand my garden, now I have new containers to use so that I can do that. And these were absolutely free. Did I need them? Not necessarily, but you know what? Better to have it than not have it when you're in need, right? So what I'm trying to say to you all is this: don't be afraid to go and branch out to your local nurseries. Google it. Find if there are any local nurseries in your area. And if there are, go see what they have to offer. They may have some things on special. They may have some plants that you were looking for that you weren't able to find anywhere else. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. My greenhouse is turned into a little wait station. Things are waiting for me to do some stuff. And so this is what I picked up today at the nursery. This is, I call it a Brunnera. I heard someone say it was a Brunnera, but I pronounce it Brunnera. You pronounce it whatever you want to pronounce it. And I had this in my garden a couple of years ago, and it died 2 winters ago. And so they had 2 of them. That's all they had left. I have not seen this anywhere else. And so I scored 2 brand new baby plants for my shade garden. All of these plants I got today for free. I got a phone call about a plant giveaway. And sometimes if you're involved in different horticultural gardening groups, sometimes there are areas where you can get free plant giveaways. So I don't need a lot of free plants right now. I've packed my garden full of all that I want. So I'm going to actually be giving this to a neighbor of mine. She went out of town and was working on her garden, and she mentioned to me how she would like to get some more plants. Excuse my shadow. And so when I saw these, I thought I was going to get them for her. So I'm going to be gifting these plants to a coworker because she mentioned that with her moving to a new place, she wanted to make it pretty, and I thought I would help her do that. So also look for opportunities where you can get free plants. And sometimes even the stores, if they are marking things down, sometimes you can get them for free. Now I do have something I picked up today that wasn't for free, but it was marked down. But I want to show you something. As I mentioned, my greenhouse is turning into a weight station. I went to Walmart today to get a couple of items, and I happened to go through the nursery area. Now this is a Gerber daisy, and I do believe it's the orange Gerber daisy that turns to yellow once the flowers have reached maturity. I'm hoping they're orange because I like the orange ones and the red ones. Not that yellow is bad, but I like what I like. And so these were on the clearance rack. They were $2.44. I don't know what the regular price was. I didn't see the regular price, but these were $2.44. And so there is nothing wrong with this plant. And in my area, even though it says annual, you can't see it on this one. It says annual on this tag. In my area, this is a perennial. It comes back year after year. So when these flowers die, you just nip them off. Nip the whole thing down into the base of the plant. These leaves here that are all ugly and dried up, take them off. There's nothing wrong with this plant. It's just, it needs some tender loving care. And so I picked up 2 of them. Same with this. The flowers were dying, and I think this might be a pink one, but that's okay. Yeah, this looks like a pink one. And those might be seeds. I think those are seeds. Let me leave that alone. That looks like seeds to me. I'm going to take this off, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to place it right there on the soil so I don't lose that, because that looks like seeds. Oh, I lost the seed. Darn it. So anyway, this one, the flower heads had already died off, and so they were, no, see, this one looks like it's yellow. Look at that, y'all. I don't know. I can't really tell. Doesn't really matter. But either way, the flowers had died, and I guess they were tired of them. They were getting a brand new shipment. There was a whole bunch of new plants in the garden center today, and so they were just marking things down and moving them out of the way. So I grabbed these 2 and went on about my merry way, because there is nothing wrong with these plants. They just need some water. They need some tender loving care and some love. So I think I have a yellow one and I have an orange one. So I'm going to find somewhere in the garden for these to live. But also, it's not a free resource, but it's marked down. You can buy things that are on clearance and rehab them and bring them back to life. All you got to do is give them a little tender loving care. Whether you're a brand new baby gardener or if you've been gardening for a long time, free is free. And I say this because at this time in our world, so many things are going up. Expenses are so overwhelming for so many people. And if you can find a way to source something for free to grow a garden, be that food or whatever else you want to use it for. You want to put a tree in one of these containers that you find for free, You have a free container to do that. Go out and look in your community to see if there are any nurseries that are not the big box stores. There are big box stores that do give away free pots. A lot of people know about those, and a lot of people make sure that they go and get all of them, and when you get there, there's usually nothing for you to pick up. Like the big box stores with the busted bag discounts. Now they're getting hip, and now there are few busted bags, or they've raised the price on the busted bags. So expand your area of looking for free resources. I have one more free resource I'd like to show you. This 17-gallon, really rickety, pitiful little bucket, I happened to drive by this thing for over a month. It was laying on the side of the road. And I said to myself, self, why don't you go and see if that's a usable container? If it's usable, get it. If it's not usable, at least you've saved something from the municipal trash can or the dump. So, free resource. I just picked this up off the side of the road, and I've got some soapy water in there because I'm going to be cleaning this out, and I'm going to use this as a plant bed. Now, of course, it's raggedy. It has holes in it. I may or may not use it. I'm thinking I will, but at least I have a free resource that I was willing to salvage. Here's another free resource that I was able to pick up on Friday of this week. One of my coworkers who works in our warehouse received some more new pallets, and he gave me a call. He says, "Hey, Clausen, got some pallets. You want to see if there are any in here that you would like to take?" And I was like, "Sure, I've got a project I need to finish off. I'd love to come look." And so this pallet, it looks like a ladder. It's really long, and all I needed were just a few more slats. And so I went ahead on and picked this up, and this was a free resource. I want to thank you for spending time with me today in the garden and talking about and actually looking at just a few things that I think a lot of people might be missing an opportunity on. If you like this content, do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video, leave me a comment. If you're subscribed, I want to thank you. If you're not subscribed, I want to thank you for coming over and watching. If you like to subscribe, it's free. Go ahead and subscribe and come back again and continue to watch my videos. I want to thank everybody for watching and leaving me comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.